Now class fourth A GSC, and date is 3rd 12 2020. In fourth day we are studying lesson 5th, reproduction in animals. Lesson 5th, reproduction in animals. Reproduction in animals. This we have studied up to the reproduction in animals that lay eggs. And this we have studied the structure of an egg, about the birds, about the amphibians and the insects. Now today we are going to study animals that give birth to young ones. Animals that give birth to young ones. So we are studying animals that give birth to young one. Two young ones. So mammals give birth to young ones. This is important feature of mammals. Mammals give birth to young ones. The babies of the mammals grow inside the body of the mother for many weeks. Mammals show the highest parental care to their babies. Parental care means parents take care of their the babies. They feed them, they protect them from the predators or the enemies. The mother feeds her babies with her own milk. The mother feeds her babies with her own milk. She guides them to find food and live on their own. She cares till they are able to look after themselves. Some examples of mammals are cats, dogs, rabbits, cows, buffaloes, goats, elephants, hippopotamus, zebra, giraffe, etc. etc. Human beings are the only mammals which look after not only their children but their grandchildren too. So human beings are the only mammals which look after not only their children but their grandchildren too. So now, what have you learned? The question arises, what have you learned? So, reproduction is the process by which new living beings are produced. Now, next, all animals have the ability to reproduce. Third, reproduction is essential to continue the life of an organism from one generation to the next. And Birds, reptiles, amphibians, fish, and the insects lay eggs. Mammals are the animals that give birth to babies, and mammals show the highest parental care to their babies. Now, more to know. More to know. The platypus is the mammal which has a beak like a duck and lays eggs as birds too. But it nurses its young ones with milk as do other mammals. So this is the platypus is an egg-laying mammals. It lay eggs, but it also provide milk to its young ones. Next, ostrich. An ostrich lays the largest egg, and the hummingbird lays the smallest. Very important points. An ostrich lays the largest egg, and the hummingbird lays the smallest. So, after this, some word powers, in which first embryo, an organism before hatching or birth, it is called as the embryo. Now next, incubation, the period of warming up the eggs by bird, it is called as the incubation. What happens in case of the incubation? The birds warm the eggs. They sit on the egg, and they provide the heat by their body. This process is called as the incubation. This process may be done by both male and the female partners. Next, tadpole, the tailed aquatic larva of a frog. Tadpole is the tailed aquatic larva of a frog. You know that larval stage of frog is called a tadpole. Tadpole is quite different from the adult frog. Tadpole is aquatic, while frog can live in water as well as on the land. Tadpole is herbivorous. It eats the plants in the water, while the frog is completely carnivorous. And tadpoles have tail, but frog do not have their tail. And one interesting thing is there, the tadpole have the large intestine, but frog having the small intestine. This is the feature of the herbivorous animals. They have the long intestine in comparison to the carnivorous. So, tadpole, next, molting, the process of shedding old skins. The process of shedding old skin. You have, I think you may seen in case of the very common, that is the snake. They remove their the old skin, and this process is called the molding. So now worksheet fifth we will start tomorrow. Thank you. That's for today.